Hi, everyone, and welcome to JSA TV ITW Xtra, powered by JSA, coming to you live today from the floor of ITW in National Harbour. I'm excited to introduce you to Sunil Gupta, co-founder and CEO of Yotta Data Services. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Yeah, it's great. We were just saying it's been a little while since we've chatted,
Yes.
and we're excited to hear more about some of the developments
Sure.
with Yotta. But for some of our viewers who may have missed you the first time or two we chatted with you, tell us a little bit about your company.
Sure. Yotta is a managed data center hosting cloud and IT services provider from India. We are headquartered in Mumbai, and we have campuses in Navi Mumbai. We have campus in Noida, which is near Delhi, and we have upcoming campuses in other cities in India like Chennai, like Calcutta, like Pune, like Gujarat, like in proper Mumbai city, and also a campus coming up in Dhaka in Bangladesh.
Wow. So, I mean, it's just hearing all of these different places that you currently exist and are expanding. I mean, the market I know in India is just taking off. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on in the data center industry in India?
I tell you, the whole industry in India started somewhere in late 90s or early 2000. That is when India, internet came in our lives, and the industry was growing slowly because most of the customers were enterprise customers who were migrating from their captive data centers to third-party data centers for obvious reasons. Somewhere around 2009-10, cloud started coming in our lives. People started getting familiar with cloud. We also started getting 4G broadband in India. And that is something which started a startup wave in India. We started getting a lot of e-commerce companies, and we started getting content companies in India. And I think that was the time when the CSP cloud service operators decided, Amazon, Azure, Google, that if they want to serve this big market called India, they can no more serve it from a APAC node or a Europe node. They will have to come and set up their nodes in India, and only then they can serve Indian better. And that's what happened. So this is a big changeover which has happened in the Indian market. 2013-14, they started searching out for hosting options in India. And 2015, when Amazon first went live, and within 6 months later Azure went live, and within 6 months later Google went live, and of course you had Chinese operators like Tencent, Alibaba, all that came in. And by the time we delivered capacity to Amazon, I knew that and to others, the first one came up with the revised their extra requirement of capacity, and this is something which the market is going through today, every single day, from a market of just about 200 megawatt, which it was in 2014. Today the market already has a built up capacity of 800 megawatt. We have already exceeded some of the very mature markets in terms of their absolute capacity, and all the projections based on various tailwinds and based on many other factors, we see that the Indian market is going to go about 3,000 megawatt in the next 5 years. So whether it is the demand side factors in terms of the enterprise demand, in terms of the hyperscaler demands, in terms of the content being pushed because of the 5G introduction in India, because of the e-commerce wave, the fantastic startup ecosystem, because of a lot of use cases of AI, ML, and IoTs, because of so much of drive from the Indian government, which itself is not only pushing the policy narrative for data centers and cloud, but also it itself is a big consumer for IT. All these things are leading to, I would say, huge, crazy growth ecosystem in India. And that is where this supply provider, the supply ecosystems, in terms of not only the existing operators like entity, CFI, Control-S, who were the existing providers who are scaling up, but you have now more than 10 new operators, the global operators who have come. Either they're trying to build up organically by acquiring land, or they're trying to acquire the small Indian providers and then trying to grow up. So it's all happening at the same time. We as Yotta also, I grew up from the same system. I was like running Reliance's business for 10 years. Then I ran entities business in India for 10 years. And then because of this growth, I somewhere felt that if you really want to capture this big, exciting market called India, the only way you can do it is when you have resources in your hand. You need resources and you need skill sets. You need to have a combination of both. And so the promoter of Yotta is a big real estate company in India called Hiranandani's. It's their own equity which they put in. And so what it has given to us is that we have access to huge land parcels in the right markets. We have in-house capabilities to do all the approvals and permitting and licensing. We have construction capabilities. We do our own MEP design and engineering. We do our own project management, and then we run our own operations. And because I had a 20 years background on handling enterprises besides hyperscalers, so instead of just focusing on wholesalers, either a build to suit or a wholesale co-location, we have gone into retail co-location. So I serve enterprises as much as I serve hyperscalers, and we have expanded right from day one into managed services. So I have run my own public cloud. I deliver private clouds. I do federated cloud services where I give a solution around hyperscale clouds as well as my own cloud. I provide cyber security and network services, and I provide application services. So essentially, what I'm trying to do in a nutshell, in a competitive market like this, a growing market like this, you can see opportunities. One is toward hyperscalers to give them bulk capacity, scalable capacity through your campuses. But at the same time, you see a vast ecosystem of enterprises who want to consume the things on an as a service model. So I'm trying to address both the markets.
Right. And so specific, I mean, wow, you've given us a great overview on, first of all of the amazing development that we're witnessing in India, and the growth in general of the market and what's driving that. But not only that, how you're supporting it through your services at Yotta. So, just to sort of hone in on one of those elements, I know that recently you have a project, the Yotta D1 in Greater Noida. Went live in October. Can you tell us about that and how that's an important thing that you're doing specifically to service the growth in this market?
I started Yotta operations in 2020 at the peak of COVID with our campus in Navi Mumbai, and that campus is live for 2.5 years, and I've got a lot of enterprise customers besides the mid-rank cloud operators who are running from there, and I provide colo and managed services there. And frankly speaking, my next growth path and the next campus would have been Chennai, because that is the next city which is where the international fiber cables land in India. But I got an opportunity from a large hyperscale cloud operators who wanted to grow in north of India, in Delhi. And an option was given to me that, Sunil, while you're working in Mumbai and other cities, but can you expedite your plans for Delhi? And if you do that, and if everything is okay, we possibly can come in as an anchor customer. And that's what exactly happened. So we, right at the peak of COVID, I can tell you, and this is like a fable story I'll be telling to my kids in future, that nobody might have purchased a large land parcel without even physically visiting the land even once, because it was a peak of COVID. And we just got a drone shooting done from a local cameraman, and we saw it looked all okay. Thankfully, there was a whole lot of support from the local state government, because they wanted a project like ours to come into their state. And we bought the land. It was a fantastic land. You won't believe the way our guys have delivered in the peak of COVID, despite a lot of lockdowns. In 18 months sharp, from the time the land was allocated to us, to all the governmental approvals, to all the feasibilities, to getting two power express feeders, to getting fiber routes, to making one large 30 megawatt building with a supporting utility building, a substation, a administrative building, all this we had done in 18 months. In early October 2022, we went live with our first building. And right now, our anchor customer is live there. They have already occupied almost 60% of the capacity, and they have got a ROFR for the balance capacity. I'm also serving enterprises from there. So it's true to our philosophy, we serve hyperscalers and enterprises. So a lot of enterprises have come and delivering cloud and managed service also from there. And as we speak, my second building is already under construction there, because the same anchor customer wants to have more and more. And as enterprise ecosystems start getting built up, even they will keep on growing and keep on demanding more and more scalability. So this campus, just to introduce, again, I took a campus approach instead of just going for one building. So I can build in this campus 6 data center buildings. each building roughly about 30 megawatts. So this campus, when it's totally fully constructed and live, will have about 180 megawatt of load with a mix of wholesale hyperscale customers as well as enterprise customers.
So as we sit here, I mean, you mentioned a few times just, having services and connectivity to support U.S. organizations
Yes.
and, of course, hyperscalers.
Yeah.
I think it goes without saying that you're set up to service that. The market in India is set up to do that as well.
Yes.
Just maybe final words on that, and then, of course, since we're sitting here in the United States, if anyone of the organizations that are here today or this week or beyond, if they want to connect with you and find more information, how will they do that?
Sure. So you can be in touch with me. My name is Sunil Gupta. My email ID is sgupta@yotta.com. My mobile number is +91 7738 148787. My website is www.yotta.com. All the information is available on our website. We are very, very active on LinkedIn. We are available on Instagram. We are available on Facebook. We are available on Twitter. And yes, my Mumbai data center is in a special economic zone, which essentially means that I can handle all the global customers, including US customers, and you can pay me, contract with me in dollars. You don't have to pay any custom duties. You don't have to pay any GST. There's a whole lot of other commercial benefits available, and that actually makes me a very large economies of scale provider who can give you a price points which is at least 15 to 20% lesser than the normal markets available, because of, again, the taxation benefits as well as the economies of scale. Repeating, I am not only giving you wholesale co-location or a build to suit co-location options. I give retail co-location. We have gone through the most stringent parameters of whether it is hyperscalers or the largest US based or global based commercial large banks or other banking services companies. I have got certifications. Not only I'm, by the way, uptime tier 4, the only company and possibly rare companies in the world who are running a data center which is uptime tier 4, designed, constructed, as well as I also have TCOX, which is the gold operations certification of uptime for my data centers. So we are extremely quality conscious. We are providing huge scalability in our campuses. We are not only offering wholesale colo and BTS, but we are also offering a full suite of managed services, including cloud and cybersecurity and application services. So for anything you want in India, Yotta is available. I'll be more than happy to be in touch with you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
So great to hear from you and learn a little bit more about Yotta. And I know that many of our viewers will be looking to connect. And I hope you have a really great and successful week here at ITW.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to this latest episode of JSA TV, brought to you live today from the floor of ITW at National Harbor. Until next time.